This illustration represents the article How Knowledge Affects Radical Innovation, Knowledge Base, Market Knowledge Acquisition, and Internal Knowledge Sharing by Zhou and Li, 2009. We will illustrate the history of Toyota in order to illustrate the use of market knowledge acquisition and internal knowledge sharing to affect their radical innovations. We will start in 1936, when Toyota produced its first car. From then on to 1949, Toyota produced 2,222 cars. Around 1950, Toyota was looking for a new manufacturing process that would incorporate their philosophy of the complete elimination of all waste. Sakichi Toyoda and his son Kichiro Toyoda, together with the engineer Taichi Ono, developed the just-in-time system, which later in history is referred to as Toyota Production System or lean manufacturing. Toyota's R&D started out in 1960 when they built their central R&D labs. The company began to make use of its broad knowledge base and focused on developing it internally by investing about $4.4 million in the research plant. In 1967, Japan became the second biggest producer of cars after the USA. As a result, in 1980, the central R&D labs grew out of their facilities. They expanded and transferred to a suburban area and increased their investments to about 26.3 to further deepen their internal knowledge base. Toyota's in-depth knowledge about the car manufacturing industry in Japan limited its access to markets like, for example, the USA. Thus, they started to acquire external knowledge through co-opting. In 1984, Toyota started a joint venture plant with General Motors in the USA called NUMMI. This is the point where Toyota started focusing more on market knowledge acquisition. In 1989, Toyota wanted to enhance mutual understanding and cooperation with their suppliers to increase their market knowledge. Therefore, they established the Blue Cross Automotive Manufacturers Association called BAMA. With this association, Toyota ensured long-term stability of business transactions. They started with exchanging ideas through study meetings and other improvement activities. In 1992, Toyota started the Supplier Support Center, TSSC, which they nowadays call the Toyota Effect. Within the Supplier Support Center, Toyota has shared its know-how, gained from years of its experience with over 200 small to mid-sized manufacturers, government entities, and non-profit companies. Based on the philosophies of the Toyota Production System, Toyota collaborates with these organizations to help them become more productive, maximize available resources, and improve quality and safety. Additionally, Toyota expanded their central R&D labs to be able to cover the necessary research to advance further. 1997 was an important year in Toyota's history as the manufacturer launched the Prius, the hybrid model. This model was considered a radical innovation at that time for three main reasons. First, it was a new product. Second, it used innovative technologies for its engine, motor, and battery. Third, it was a new product development process. By using this new process, which was way more efficient, Toyota was able to develop and build the Prius model in 15 months, when usually a process like this takes around 4 years. The Prius project can be traced back to initiatives made by a small study group that Executive Vice President of Internal R&D started to find alternative ways for future competitiveness. In this group, several managers of different divisions shared their thoughts and knowledge about the vehicle of the 21st century to develop blueprints and prototypes. The project was documented and became a common practice at Toyota because of the efficiency and knowledge combination. In conclusion, Zhou and Li emphasized that radical innovation is achieved through market knowledge acquisition in a company with a depth knowledge base and through internal knowledge sharing within a company with a breadth knowledge base. In reality, companies have to focus on both breadth and depth knowledge bases and therefore make sure to use internal knowledge sharing and external market acquisition simultaneously. Toyota can be seen as the perfect example to support these statements. They started out as a company with a broad knowledge base and further deepened this base through their R&D investments. After they built up their in-depth knowledge about the Japanese car manufacturing industry, they were in need of external knowledge to expand the company further. Through NUMI, BAMA, and the TSSC, they were able to gain external knowledge. Finally, by combining internal knowledge sharing and external market knowledge acquisition, Toyota was able to come up with a radical innovation like the Toyota Prius, and with that, change the overall car industry.